Hi, my name is Christian Garcia, and I will be doing my presentation on ancient Greece. Early Greece. Of all civilization of the ancient world, one came to have the greatest influences on the Western societies, that of the ancient Greeks, honored for their enduring achievements in art, literature, philosophy, and science. Greek civilization originated in two Bronze Age civilizations of the Eastern Mediterranean, the Minoan and the Mycenaean. Both were eventually destroyed by natural calamity and invasions. After a dark age, there arose the earliest Greek civilization, proper 90 through 480 BCE. The Aegean world. The Minoan civilization was an Aegean Bronze Age civilization on the island of Crete and other Aegean islands that flourished from approximately 3650 to 1400 BC, belonging to a period of Greek history preceding both the Mycenaean civilization and the ancient Greece. The Minoans established an expansive and distinctive civilization on the Mediterranean islands of Crete. They were skillful, pleasure-loving people whose power and prosperity depended on a powerful navy. The Minoans constructed sprawling palace cities of brightly colored and undefended buildings. Archaeologists name their island civilization after the legendary King Minos, whose queen bore the feared monster, the Minotaur. The bull was an important part of the Minoan religious ceremony, which featured the spectacular sport bull leaping. Bull leaping in ancient Crete fresco from the royal palace of Knossos, Crete, c. 1500 BCE. Male and female acrobats perform somersaults over the back of a charging bull. The painter portrays the athletes in a multiple exposure photograph. One grabs the horns, a second vaults across the bull's back, and the third finishes her stunt. Art in early Greece. The Minoans were skillful artisans, producing small objects that were easily traded with their Mediterranean neighbors. Minoans crafted jewelry and figurines and precious metals and ceramics, like the earthenware snake goddesses. Since little Greek wall painting survives, we know early Greek painting chiefly through pottery vases, manufactured at commercial centers such as Corinth and Athens. These vases were initially decorated with abstract geometric designs. This so-called geometric techniques demonstrated the Greeks' interest in intricate, rationalized patterns. The most spectacular geometric style spots were the funeral vases that marked the graves of Athens' elite. By 600 BCE, Greek painters had mastered black figure painting, achieved by incising the glaze, which turns black when fired, which details of dress and facial features. Black figure techniques facilitated an increasingly naturalism, the attempt to represent objects as they appear in nature. Snake goddesses. The figure depicts a priest engaged in cultic worship of a Minoan deity. The Minoan religion centered on the worship of female deities, and the Minoan society granted women an equality and freedom unusual in the ancient world. The snakes in the priest's hand and the owl on top of her head were symbols of sacred power in ancient goddess-centered religions. Her height is 11 inches, 30 centimeters. Red figure. The most advanced form of face painting was the red figure technique, in which the background of a scene was entirely painted, appearing as black, and the figure were left unpainted, appearing as red. Except for the fine detail of the anatomy, the red figure techniques permitted subtle effects of the bodily movement in the expressive storytelling. Red figure vases, like the Euphronis vase, illustrates early Greek artists command a full range of human feelings and activity.